Before we start, I want to kindly thank UK Rob M for buying us a cuppa since the last video. It's always appreciated.
Good evening, everyone. Some of you may have come over from the film club where we've just been talking about Heat. Yeah, it's not a bad film. But here I am joined by an American from, am I allowed to say Texas?
How dare you?
Is it?
Yeah, you can say Texas.
And do I have to call you Electric Venus? Or
No.
Is Layla fine?
I guess. Yeah, Layla's fine. Layla's fine.
Layla who can't make the bed. So,
Can't be bothered, sorry.
there's too many things to do in Texas like shoot people to make beds.
Pretty much, yeah. Just last week, that's exactly what was going on, so.
Not really, if there's any police over here watching.
Yeah, not really.
No.
God.
So, Layla, you've been making videos for about 2 years now, is it?
Yeah, on and off, about 2 years.
So you started off with vinyl collections. How did you move on through to basically a Jeffrey Combs love video?
Oh, God. I'm just such a fucking simp. That's why. Because I love talking about music. I loved vinyl. Like, I love talking about that stuff. But what I really enjoy dissecting, looking at, analyzing is more on the horror side and film. And I am a big fan of vintage horror. So mainly that. Contemporary horror, let's not even get started, but
We'll get to that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, I always been a simp for Jeffrey too. So that video was coming sooner or later. So yeah.
For want of a better word.
I'm sorry?
For want of a better word.
Yeah, exactly.
English humor always goes over Americans' heads.
Sorry about that. I apologize.
Anyway, so do you think Castle Freak is better than Reanimator?
No. No, I like Reanimator a lot. I think that just has to do with I love H.P. Lovecraft in general, and yeah, that movie is a bit more extreme than like the text and everything. But I love that. Castle Freak is good. It is hilarious. Castle Freak is hilarious. I love watching it.
Have you seen the remake? Because that was fucking dreadful. I watched
I
that.
didn't even bother. I didn't even bother.
Don't, 'cause it's crap.
I was like, no, I can kill my brain cells with much more interesting substances than a remake.
I watched about 20 minutes of it, realised that none of the characters are anything similar to the original.
Really?
They've all been like gender and race swapped because, you know, it's 2000 and what's it, 20 when it was made.
Okay.
So naturally, nothing can stay the same.
Yeah, well, I guess that's how remakes go.
Little Mermaid.
Oh, God.
Have you sat through that yet?
Hell no. That's not the kind of like I don't like The Little Mermaid, period. I don't like Disney. Am I allowed to say that?
You are allowed
the
to say
Disney
that.
will come in send somebody out to get me off. But anyway, no, hell no. No, I don't want shit like that.
What about when you were younger? Were you never made to watch Disney films? Or
Oh yeah, God, I was strapped down by my parents. Are you kidding me? They like basically made me watch the Hail to the Mouse. So, God, yeah, no, that's why I have a big disdain for it. But no, I'm not interested in that sort of shit. Like, doesn't
is that
give
because
me
you've
that.
grown up, or is it because, well, you know what Disney are like?
Maybe both. I guess I wasn't really interested in it. Like when I was younger, I didn't really I wasn't like, oh, I love Disney, or ooh, I want to like go see like a Disney movie or something like that. When I was younger, I was like, ooh, I want to watch like Goosebumps, or I want to watch like some creepy shit, or like some, I don't know, Indiana Jones. Like I was watching that kind of shit. And yeah. And so I was not really fascinated by Disney.
No, and yeah, I think when I was about 8 years old, we watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and I was like, this is far better than the shit we're normally made to watch.
Yeah, like my I remember watching my dad with my dad like Child's Play and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is like what I really this is on my level. Like this is what I can get behind. So
Does
yeah,
that say more about us?
maybe. I don't know. Like what I somebody said that people who are into horror or something like that are just like serial killers without the initiative to go out to kill. Yeah.
You live in Texas, so you're allowed to. We're not. Not
Yeah,
that I
exactly.
would, just to
Oh.
point that out. It's very easy to get your door kicked in by the police here.
Oh, really?
Very.
That's why I haven't gone.
Probably best.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through the 5 films that you think are overrated that everyone else loves. Now, you sent me your list, and I was like, agree, disagree, fuck off, Layla, agree-ish. And then you changed one round. I was like, I'll let you off.
Thank you. I always love getting off.
Fuck yeah. Oh dear.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I have a gutter humor. My bad.
I was trying to rein it in because I thought it wouldn't be like that.
I should have asked what my limits were. I should have asked like.
You can say what you want because you're not going to get arrested.
Very true.
So, what is the first film on the most overrated but you despise list?
Well, let me just get this out of the way before I completely get decimated by whoever. One, I don't really know when you said popular films, like people, I'm like, I don't really know how to define that because I kind of just like stay on like what I like. I don't really entertain many people. I don't know if that makes me sound narcissistic or whatever. But like, I don't know. I just don't listen to like hype and like all this kind of shit. And then when I do, I'm very disappointed. So I was like, I guess what I would define as popular is like people talk about it. They're films that keep coming up, like all that kind of shit. Hate is also a very strong word for these films. I hate most of them, but like, it's like in good jest. I know people are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you stupid bitch? Like, you hate these films and all this shit.
A couple of them, yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to say, it's the fucking internet. Did you just realize you're on the internet? Like, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about, so just take what I say with a grain of salt. But anyway, after those disclaimers, first one is Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
So this came out in 1992. I remember when it came out. I wasn't old enough to go and see it at the cinema, obviously. And it came out on video. I enjoyed it. And then I watched it again about 2 years ago because it was on telly and there was nothing else on. And I was like, this is shit.
Exactly. I wasn't alive when this was out, so I saw it much later. Saw it much. I'm 92, by the way. I look great for it. But, I guess. And there are many better looking 92-year-olds than me. Anyway, no, I watched this film, I guess, I don't know, a while back, like 5-6 years ago or something like that. And I don't know, it's, to me, I like goofy Dracula. I like not serious Dracula.
Hammer Dracula.
Exactly. I like Christopher Lee as my Dracula. Like, love him. But I also love like hyperbolized Dracula and like chronic masturbator Dracula. That's a text reference. But anyway, I like that. I don't like fucking oceans of time to find you. Like fucking polished, just romanticized, like that kind of stuff. I don't like that. I like the gory. I like the horror. I like bad shit. I like campiness. So I think my problem with this is just like, one, it was just too polished for me. Like, I just think like it was kind of boring. I don't know. It didn't really entertain me. Like some of the visuals look good. Let's not talk about the wig in the beginning.
Visually, it does look good. But then you have Keanu Reeves' acting, which is appalling in the film.
I was gonna get to that. I was like, hello, they couldn't find any other British actors to be in this. Like, and Keanu Reeves so focused on fucking trying to get the accent down, he just everything else goes to shit.
Got out to act. Not that he can really act anyway.
I agree. But yeah, I mean, let me look at my notes here. But yeah, I mean, I will say I do love Tom Waits as Renfield.
He was good. So was Anthony Hopkins as well.
Yeah. I agree.
And Gary Oldman is a good actor, and I think he made the most of what he had as Dracula. I don't know why they turned it into a love story between him and Mina, because that's nothing like.
That's what I was talking about. I did not like the love Dracula. Like I love Gary Oldman. Like he's really good in some other shit, but yeah. And the wig choice in the very beginning is just they should have won the Razzie for that, hands down. Costuming.
Did it win any?
Maybe it was nominated. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think it was.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So have you watched it since, or?
I'm going on recollection of the film. I can remember it pretty decently. Honestly, when it's a film like that I don't care for, I try not to repeat watch it. I'm not into the whole hate watching movies. Not
even what about that? Oh, it might be good the second time around, or
fuck it, I don't believe in that. If you can't impress me the first time, I'm out. No.
We are talking about films.
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't you find that sometimes you'll watch a film and you'll think, this is shit, and then it might be down to the fact you're in a shit mood when you watch it, or you're tired, and then you watch it again and you're like, actually, this is quite good.
I mean, I suppose if someone close to me that I trust, there's very few of them, but if somebody were to do that, I guess maybe I'd give it another try. But usually I'm just like, I usually sit there and sort of in the first like 20 minutes, I can be like, all right, this is just awful. Or I'm like, all right, this is good. Or I'm like, it's mid. So I don't care to like waste more time going back to like, well, did I like it? Did I not like it? Maybe it's this, that, the other. No.
And then you realize
it
was just a shit film.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the only good thing about that film, other than Gary Oldman, was the effects are real rather than computer generated. I do appreciate the practical effects. Like, I think if they just use CGI, fuck, there'd be hardly anything salvaging it, honestly. I don't think it would have come out.
Yeah, no, hell no.
So after Dracula, what is your next on the dislike list?
Number 2. This is going to make a lot of people fucking mad. Scream by Wes Craven.
1996, wasn't it, for you lot? The year after for us.
Is that a joke?
No.
Damn. Sorry, I forgot to tell you I'm stupid. But I didn't have to. Anyway, so 1996 for the US release, and then it was just 1 year earlier for y'all?
Y'all? No, it was
Texas. That's my Texas coming out.
It was a year later.
Okay.
We never get things before you.
Oh, right.
You might be 5 hours behind on time and about 100 years behind on architecture, but
that sounds
we are
right.
behind you on films.
You can say what's better. What's the better deal out of that? But I don't know. Scream. This is one of those that I'm like, no, I just hate it. I hate it. I can't even be like, yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, I love Wes Craven. I really do. But I do not like Scream. I don't like the concept. I don't like the freaking satire on it. Like, I don't know. I wasn't alive again when this was released, so I couldn't say, but apparently it's like the reawakening of the slasher genre or whatever.
That it was.
Yeah,
it has to take credit for that.
Yeah, so like I'll give it that. But I don't know. It just like the self-referential horror and like the whole, I don't know. I was never enthralled by Ghostface or anything like that. That was never sort of like I don't know. It just came out seeming like this was written by like an edgelord in a coffee shop and who's not like other girls. Like those were the vibes that it was giving me when I watched
And
it.
it was written by the same cunt who wrote Dawson's Creek. That says a lot.
Well, there you go. All right. but yeah, like I don't know. And it just I get what he was trying to do, but I honestly love A Nightmare on Elm Street way better, and that whole series, and Serpent in the Rainbow, and all the 70s shit that he did, except for the 80s shit of a movie by the name of Deadly Blessing. And I'll
With
tell you
Linda
why.
Blair.
I'll tell you why. Because one of my professors at my media school wrote that.
Really?
He made us watch it in class. Yeah.
Guys.
That was his like one claim to fame thing, even though he like was nominated for a Razzie. But yeah, he wrote that. He was like, yeah, I wrote this. Wes Craven directed it. Watch this shit. So I was forced to watch that in his course. And motherfucker still gave me a B-. He's not a good guy.
B- isn't bad, is it?
For a chronic overachiever like myself, it's the worst thing ever.
Did it send you into a meltdown?
Of course it did. There's tons of therapy bills to show for it.
Ah, women.
We're the worst.
But no, Scream, it's a good film, I think. I get what you mean by the self-referential. That's unnecessary. Yeah, it started the genre again because it had died a death by that point.
Mm.
The downside was the shitty films that came after it that tried to emulate it.
Yeah. Like I said, hate is a strong word. I do hate it. But not as much as some other films on this list, I will say. And I'll give it that. It does have that credit for reviving the slasher genre. So, and yeah, I do agree. I think after that, and I think that's why when we move on to the next film, why films like that get made, or people like hail them as magnificent, because you just have a plethora of shit like horror films to be like horror is a shitty genre, and then when one tries to be serious or whatever, it's like, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. But
and it's not.
Yeah, you're not gonna win Oscars with that shit. Stop trying. Like,
I Know What You Did Last Summer was better than Scream.
I think so. I think so. I liked that one actually.
The sequel was terrible. That was
No.
set on some stupid island, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I can't do the sequel.
Did you watch Scream 2, 3, and so forth?
Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
Scream 2's good. Scream 3's shit when you watch it back now. I haven't gone beyond that. Because I know there's another one that came out this year.
Yeah, there was
Everyone's
like
going,
a.
"That's really good." No.
Yeah, I
It's
can't be
in
bothered.
New York.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. In New
bet you-
York, and they're shooting a documentary. It's Scream in New York. They're shooting a documentary. Are you kidding me? Know how many people get stabbed in New York on the streets every
As if Ghostface stands a chance against the gangs.
Yeah, exactly. He'd never make it out there.
Jason Voorhees did.
Yeah.
So
He had a better
what's-
mask.
Just give up. What's next?
Okay, next is everybody's fucking favorite horror film to talk about. Midsommar, Ari Aster, I fucking hate it. Another horror film to scare the Christians, I suppose.
Absolutely.
If you're overly religious, I guess this is scary. But honestly, what the fuck? I'm just like, it's nothing of brilliance. It's stupid. And the whole like thing, it's just like fucking disrespectful white Americans going over and disrespecting other foreign white people's cults. Like, great. Yeah. Awesome. Love it. So scary. Like, it's just the whole like paganism type practices and shit that's always scared Christians. So like, that's what they have to go off of. And then people are like, it's so brilliant. And I watched this because people were like, it's the one of the few times I've listened to hype. People were like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so scary. And then I watched it. Same with Hereditary. I watched it and I was like, what the fuck?
See, I've never seen Hereditary because I watched
Oh, don't
Midsummer
bother.
after all the hype and thought, it's set over my side of the world.
Right.
Everyone's raving about it. It was absolutely dreadful.
I know.
It is like, we're going to go and find some awful white people who do things that don't actually happen.
I know. And it's just like the whole the whole fucking social commentary people try to bring up with it. I'm like, fuck off. Go watch Jordan Peele. He does it better. Like, come on.
Are you talking
like,
about Get Out? Because I fucking hate that film.
No,
That's on my
I was talking
list.
about Nope.
Oh.
No, I Get Out. Yeah, I didn't really like that either. I saw it in theaters, and I was kind of like, I liked Us better. I liked that one better.
No, I've only ever seen Get Out of his, and that just annoyed me in the same way Midsummer did.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Get Out. I was a fan of Us. That was a pretty good one. And Nope. I really liked that one too.
So Midsummer, I remember I watched that, and it kind of reminded me, not in style and, well, of a bit like Hostel. Like, we're going to go to Europe, we're going to get killed.
Oh yeah, like the whole Taken type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was basically just like that, and just the whole paranoia of like Christians have towards paganism and shit. Like, I'm like, all right, I can get it if you're a Christian or like highly religious, and you're looking at this and it's like, oh, strange things. Even though you got your religion from like these practices and shit, you adopted like all the holidays and shit like that from it. But yeah, I mean, it's just nothing of brilliance to me. And then the fucking wailing and solidarity just drove me insane. I was like wanting to be like the old people and jump off a cliff every time that came up. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Shut up with the screaming. Like, God. And then, yeah, it's just, I like Florence Pugh.
She turns out to be an absolute bitch in the film, doesn't she?
Oh my God. She just like, I hate her performance in this film. It's just the worst. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the whole revenge thing. Like her, I guess, boyfriend, I don't know. They seem like just they're fucking or they're going to break up and shit. And then it's the whole, well, I don't want to break up with you because your whole family's dead now type thing. And I'm like, oh, that's why you can't do pity in a relationship. Like you literally can't. Just I'd be like, well, this is going to feel like kicking you when you're down, but it's going to be beneficial for both of us. So, but, so if you stick with, just going the pity route in your relationship, you might end up being killed. So by a cult,
as you should.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just better to end it there instead of getting ended somewhere else. So
another thing, it's a very feminist film as well, isn't it? Which is just, I know.
I hate when horror tries to be like social commentary shit. Like,
that's another reason why I hate Get Out.
Yeah, so I just hate like the whole stop trying to be serious. You're the horror genre. Stop trying to be like no, people like horrible people are getting killed. That's what we want to see, or just people getting killed. That's what you want. Or
that's why
people,
you turn up.
Exactly. Like we're sick minded. I don't care about the whole redemption shit. Like no, wow.
The sun's out, so people are driving around.
Oh, okay. Wow, you have sun over there?
It's 30 degrees today.
Oh my God, the world is ending.
Hopefully.
We can hope. My God.
But no, yeah, there's no need to put feminism into horror films anyway. Because if there is any genre that, I fucking hate feminism anyway. I don't know if you do. I don't care. But in every single horror film, the only remaining person has ever been 9 times out of 10.
The last girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
The final girl. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care that much. I don't watch horror for like political shit or like for all that kind of stuff. So it just makes me laugh when horror tries to be serious because I'm just like, you're not a fucking serious drama. Stop trying to Oscar bait with these fucking movies. You're not winning an Oscar, Ari. You're not fucking winning an Oscar.
Is there a cat somewhere?
Oh God, sorry. Sorry about that. That's my cat.
That's okay. What kind of cat is it?
Oh, he's a black kitty.
Oh, the same as the one that sat about 2 meters away from me.
Oh, come here, little baby. Here.
This is a very cat-friendly channel.
Yes.
There will be cats in the thumbnail, Layla. Aw.
Kitty. Oh my God, I look so white next to you. Oh, hi.
It's Jordan Peele cat.
Oh my God, okay.
Just don't tell him to get out.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to get in. That was the problem. But yeah, that was my cat, and he is a crybaby.
Oh, see, our black cat doesn't meow yet. He's only a year old, so he just makes a little squeak.
Aww.
On the other hand, the Siamese cat, if she was here, she would be chatting away.
See, Alcer is like 2 years old now, so he's very talkative though. He used to even be more talkative than he is now. Our other cat he's like a black and white cat, and he just purrs all the time.
Oh.
Just purrs. He's a purr machine, but he doesn't talk that much unless he's absolutely starving. Like he's just acting like he hasn't eaten in days, and then he will not stop talking until you feed him.
They always act like they've not eaten in days when it's been like 2 hours.
Exactly. Just like, stop it. You cannot be obese. Like, I can't feed you.
No one wants to be fat.
Like, they're the most hated people on the planet, God. Nobody wants to be fat.
While we're on the subject of cats, have you seen Sleepwalkers?
Oh my God. I was just talking about that film the other day because I'm doing like a Stephen King So Bad They're Good video on my channel, and I considered putting that one in. That one didn't get in the first cut, but yeah.
How can you not include that?
Because there's a bunch. I had to cut it down. So I also have to, this might be surprising to you, but I think many people can only take me in a certain amount of time and in small doses. So I can't do like a 20-minute video. People would be like, fuck you.
Switch off.
Yeah.
How have you found your channel's grown since you started? Because YouTube's a load of shit anyway.
Well,
it's hard to get. So I'm on my 3rd channel now because the first 2 were banned.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
There's the history. Okay.
There we go.
I didn't do my due diligence. So.
Don't worry about that. But no, we've got like 600 on Odyssey, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
On
Well,
Odyssey, you don't get copyright strikes either.
oh, yeah. So I have no idea how I don't. Because I was worried. So I use like some certain clips that are already available on YouTube. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But I guess it sort of really did take off when I did this kind of special thing for my channel during October of last year, which was I called it Fantastic Friday. Hold for the cringe. But yeah, I did that, and I basically just talked about giallo, slashers, Dracula, all that stuff, and that's when it sort of just really I got a lot of subscribers from that, and that sort of was very encouraging because at that point I was doing a lot of vinyl videos, still talking about music, and I was
been to the shop and brought this.
Yeah, I was getting very bored with it. I was like, all right, I guess I can do this, but like, shit, it's just getting very boring, redundant. I want to do something else. And always loved horror films, always loved, like, I'm going to school for media and film. So, like, I love it. And I love watching it. And, like, I was just like, I'd love to do this, but I don't feel like my audience would like it. So I sort of just bit the bullet and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. People can say what they want. And turns out I got a lot of like just new people coming in that really wanted it. and I loved it. I thought it was just going to be like a special thing because I was like, oh, it's just like it's October, it's spooky Halloween, like that'll just be my one-time thing. But people loved it so much, and it kept on bringing in people in. They were like, we want to see more videos like this. I came for like your Jello video, or I came for Dracula video and stuff, and I was like, damn, all right, like if you want it, I'll give it to you because I like this is like what I've really love talking about and discussing. And so, yeah, it just sort of took off from those videos. And I'm happy that it's continuing to do well. I had to stop for a little bit because I just got busy with school and shit. And so, but yeah, I'm trying to write up a storm now at the moment and get as many out as I can.
Yeah, I only really started doing like horror film reviews at the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do one like periodically, along with videos about real world horror.
Oh,
Take from that
okay.
what you will. There's a reason I've been banned twice, and it is more interesting talking about things that, yeah, they're not serious, they're not real. Just a bit of fun to take your mind off the real world shit.
Yeah, because it's like I think that's what is appealing is there's a ton of news of stuff that's being updated about all the bad shit that's going on and like all the like people want to have that escapism and to be like, you know, let's just talk about all this shit that's funny or campy or goofy or we can have a laugh at, or I can take my mind from my stigmatizing like anxiety or depression or like my like, you know, and you know, and just relax or just, you know, make fun of something or
and they
enjoy
are easy to
whatever.
make fun of.
They really
even
are.
the ones you enjoy.
Yeah, and that's why I love them because I'm like, yeah, they're not serious. Oh, cute.
He's not fond of being picked up.
My cat has been trained. I don't know why he loves it. I hold him like a baby. You're just a big old. He's right here beside me. He's just a big old baby. Sorry.
It's all right.
He did start trying to chew on the wire. That's my Ethernet cord. If you do that, this is not going to be. This is why I didn't have you in here, Alistair. Okay. So, sorry, what were we talking about?
Where were we? Just going back to Midsummer before we move on to the.
Yeah, let's trash it more. Let's fucking.
You say it's a film about Christians and their hatred of paganism and scaring, but it's not even made by a Christian.
No, I was saying that it would be scary for Christians mainly. Like that's what I meant. Like this film is like scary for Christians, or if you're like highly religious and have that paranoia. Because I grew up in a like very religious household, and obviously I'm not anymore. But I grew up with that and that sort of paranoia. But yeah, that's what I meant. It's like this movie, I guess, could be scary if you have that sort of paranoia, which a lot of people in my family do. And I don't talk
Christian as well.
Yeah. I have since like separated myself from them because just I am so sorry. I have to put them out. Hopefully we won't be interrupted again.
So have you completely denounced Christianity, Layla?
Oh yeah, I can say I have. I'm not praying to baby Jesus anymore.
Do you not miss the? Do you not miss the structure? Not necessarily going to church every week, etc., but the belief system.
Yeah, my family was kind of heathens. We didn't go to church every week. But I guess I kind of do. I had to mourn it for a while. That sort of like, I don't know, false comfort that it sort of gives you, or like the whole like, you know, there's something like, I wouldn't say I'm atheist, like I would say more agnostic, but like it was just nice to be like, hey, dude, like why is this going on? What's happening? And then people tell you, like, I don't know, in the Christianity I grew up in, it was sort of like, talk to God and he'll help you with your problems or whatever. Or, and I don't know, I guess for a while that just made me feel better until I realized, like, oh, I'm solving my own problems. Like,
but is it you solving them, or was it God you just didn't realize?
oh, it was the grace of God. It was divine intervention. I don't know. But yeah, no, I really don't attest to that at all anymore. But I don't know. And I guess, like, it's sort of a little bit odd because, my family still is very highly religious with that. They're almost like paranoid to a point. They have their own little cult going on down there. And I think that is far more terrifying than Midsummer. Like,
really?
Yeah. No, and I don't, and my family, like, oh God, I joke about it all the time about, I moved away so I could escape my cult. I had no idea what it was.
I see.
Yeah.
So what's next on the list?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Friday the 13th.
I was surprised by this one, Layla.
Really?
Mm.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Mario Bava?
I have.
Oh, he did this film called A Bay of Blood in 1971.
It's a good film. Have you seen Blood and Black Lace?
I have. It's one of my favorites. What? Why?
It was just so dull.
Okay. It's not his strongest one. Like, no. I'll be honest. Like, definitely not. And I could see how you'd be bored by it. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But A Bay of Blood it's fucking good. And I'll just say, like, Friday the 13th stole a lot of shit from it. So, I have no respect for it.
Is that your prime reason for not liking Friday the 13th?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, when I said hate is a strong word, this is probably the film that was made more. Like, it's not a film I particularly hate, but like, people always want to be like, Friday the 13th had ripped off Halloween. I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers. No, it's very much preceded by Halloween. It's A Bay of Blood, Mario Bava, and I don't know. I'm just always I've always been obsessed with the giallo genre, so I'm very biased in that sense that I love that. And so yeah, that's all pretty much my biggest beef with that film.
Other than that,
I don't know, I guess I don't know, I was gonna say I do like Jason Voorhees more than I do Ghostface, so he's got that going for him. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Have you watched the other Friday the 13th films, though?
Sort of. Like, if they come on TV, I'll just have them in the background. It's like my choice of background. But, like, not seriously sat down and watched them or anything like that.
You should try that.
It's not like, I'll tell you what. Because I feel like people go, it's Jason Voorhees, it's or Halloween, Michael Myers, or it's Freddy Krueger. And I'm very much a Freddy Krueger person. The Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, is amazing. Amazing.
The best.
Amazing. So, like, that is very much who I am. With these other Jokers, I'm like,
Even Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah. Okay, I actually kind of like that one. It was interesting.
It was interesting. It is like, the bloke's gay, isn't he?
Of course. Come on.
He's
got Freddy inside him, and he's a bottom, clearly.
And he doesn't want to shag his missus.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though
dealing with that.
She is ginger, but still.
Okay. But yeah, like, Dream Warriors was all the water, though. Like, that one is amazing.
The best.
Yeah.
That is the best horror film.
It's very, yeah. If I had to say, like, it's up there. It's up there.
See, all of the Nightmare on Elm Street films are good. Even like the lesser.
Yeah. Even
Freddy's Revenge.
Yeah. Did you like New Nightmare?
It's the worst of the lot.
Yeah, I'd say so too. But yeah, it still has its charm, though.
It's got that Scream thing, hasn't it, of the whole self-referential.
Yeah, but I love Freddy, so so it's fine. I'll let him slide.
Did you see Freddy vs. Jason?
I did.
Did you like it?
It's alright. It's fine. I liked him coming out of the water.
Because he didn't win, did he?
Yeah, but that was fucked up. That was so stupid.
It was a fun film, though.
It was like it wasn't bad. Like for me,
It was good in the cinema. Everyone enjoyed it.
I didn't go see it in the cinema. I wasn't old enough to.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, like yeah, I definitely am a Freddy Krueger fan. Like definitely.
You've redeemed yourself, Layla.
That's what I always wanted. Redemption.
See, God is back.
I know. God. He does exist.
There you go. Back to your parents.
Back to my cult. Let me get chained up by the radiator.
That's another film, isn't it?
Oh,
That's
of course.
Razorhead.
Yeah, I'm singing on top of it. That was me.
So, what is next on your dislike?
Okay, so the final film is The Babadook. Yes.
Yes.
In 2014. I'll say I do like the practical and like stop motion effects in this film. Like I really do. And I appreciate any film, horror or whatever, that uses that. And like I love stop motion and horror. Like I just think the effect of that works really well for the genre. I think it just adds to the unsettling nature of,
even in Puppet Master.
oh my god, I loved it in Puppet Master, yeah. And like in Basket Case, like in the original one they use that. I love that. So yeah, but holy shit. I honestly, when I first watched this, I fell asleep. It was so fucking boring. Like, and then I'll say the kid actor, he does a great job because fuck, he's annoying as shit. And I was like, you know, I see why your mom hates you. Dude.
Exactly.
Like, God, you're driving me fucking insane just watching you. Shit. And I mean, it's another one of those things. It's like I mean, I guess it's like the whole curb your rage and depression. That's what it is. Like, take control of your fucking depression, woman. Like, that's like the whole movie. And I'm just not a fan. I was like, I'm so bored with this film. Like, and then the Babadook's fucking chant that he does is annoying as fuck. And I was like, I'm totally done. Like, I can't. Yeah. And then I was so surprised when people were like, dude, this film is so awesome. Like, what are you talking about? I literally could not keep my eyes open. It was falling asleep halfway through it.
I remember when it came out, everyone's like, oh, it's the scariest film ever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I watched it thinking, this should be good.
Yeah.
And then, fuck, it was awful. It was boring, like you said. The kid, you wanted his mum to kill him.
You really did.
And it wasn't scary.
No.
And you can tell the people that liked it weren't people like us.
Yeah, definitely. They're just casual.
Because they'll be going and watch some Marvel shit the day after. Or,
yeah, exactly. Like,
or Get Out.
Yeah, they like the like good films or whatever. And I'm just like, or the like cinematic, like blockbuster, epic spectacle type shit. And I'm just like, nah, I'm over it.
I'll watch opera instead.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I think this is one of those films too that people that are like, they can see the genre. They see the genre of horror as like cheesy, low budget, like it's not good, critically good. That's what I mean when I say that. Like horror, and there's a ton of those films. So when like a film like this comes out, they're just like, you know, like exactly what that sound that was just in your background was. Like, it's so good.
Babadook.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, you know, this is shit. Like, how do you even think that it was a great film? Like, it was
These
so
people
scary.
haven't seen Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh my God, that is such a good one. I love that one. See, that's another one. I will say, yes, my family was cult-like. My dad did have the greatest taste in films because he showed me a lot of these, and that was one of them that I watched too.
That is a great film.
Yeah, and he like watched like a bunch of those. He had like the best like movie references, everything. Like, I credit a lot to him. I also say that my dad got taken in by the cult because it's mainly from my mom's side. No surprise there, but that she's like the one with the crazy cult family. And my dad just got unfortunately roped into it, and so yeah, but
that is what love will do to you.
that's why I stay away from it. So
Love or your family?
both. I don't think I've ever experienced love, so I don't know.
You're only young, Layla.
Well, I don't know. I was meaning
As you keep
familial
pointing
love.
out.
Oh no, I'm 92. Remember,
That was it. Yes.
92 years young. Yeah.
So, any other notable mentions? Because I know you put Children of the Corn on there, and Children of the Corn is a great film.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess it reminds me too much of home. That's why
Now it makes sense.
I have that. So yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess so. We won't go into that since I took it off the list, so
No.
but yeah.
So you've given us your 5 worst films. Sorry, worst. Overrated.
Yes, I would say that.
So other than Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which I agree, what other ones would you recommend to the viewers?
Well, if you want to know my recommendations, you can hop on over to my channel. And I have tons of videos on
Links in the
movies
description.
Exactly. Tons of videos showcasing exactly what I think you should be watching and ones that I love. I will say I'm doing a whole video on the Basket Case trilogy because I will tell you, Basket Case is great. The second and third are fucking amazing. They are hilarious. It is like some of the best like horror comedy shit ever. Like I'll say, especially Basket Case 3. It is just like a ridiculous, like campy horror movie. Like it is really great.
I've only ever watched the first one. I've never seen the second and third.
Oh my god. So it's almost like a complete 180 of like the focus and everything as far as like the characters go and stuff, and or like who is villainized and who's not. And I won't reveal any more for spoilers' sake. Yeah. But yeah, they are fucking amazing. And I would recommend those.
We'll have to watch that when it comes out. I did Castle Freak a couple of weeks ago because any excuse. Well, I did some awful British film last week called The Curse of Humpty Dumpty. Made by the same people who made the Winnie the Pooh film that everyone's getting excited about and is absolutely awful.
I'm going to have to look that up. Wow.
Don't.
Oh, which one?
Both.
Okay.
Both my video and the film itself.
Thank you for the warning.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I did write my 5 most overrated films, which are awful.
Okay.
We've already said Get Out for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing.
Okay. You hate The Thing.
Boring. I don't like film setting. I don't like film set in snow.
All right.
Alien.
Okay. I can see that one. I actually don't really like Alien either.
I don't like Aliens, the second one.
Yeah, Aliens.
Alien 3 is the best.
Yeah, it actually is. That one is.
We're the only 2 people that think that.
Well, everybody else, who gives a fuck what they think? They have no taste.
Exactly. 28 Days Later.
Okay, interesting. Why don't you like that one? Just boring?
Up its own arse.
Okay.
It's not a fun zombie film.
True, it's not.
Plus, I think the fact that it's made here annoyed me as well.
All right.
And The Witch.
Oh, God. I agree.
So crap.
Hate that film.
What I was going to say, Ari Aster is a bit like M. Night Shyamalan in that he'll make one good film that everyone gets excited about, and then the rest are just crap.
And then you're just like, what happened? You're just a one-hit wonder, I guess.
Exactly. And then you go back to watch that one film, The Sixth Sense, that made him popular, and you're like, this is shit.
Yeah, I haven't watched that film in so long. God,
You don't have to, because you know the ending anyway.
Haley Joel Osment, I know. I mean, that's just kind of an annoying kid. I don't know. Maybe it's because like I have a thing for. No, that was about to come out very wrong. I have a thing against children. But yeah, maybe it's a reflection of like my own childhood. I don't know. Anyway,
Did you see dead people?
Not enough of them, honestly. If there were more.
I hope you mean ghosts.
Oh, anyway. I'm a necrophiliac. Cat's out of the bag.
Oh,
anyway, no, that film kind of was like, it was good for a first watch, and then after I'm just like,
no.
Yeah, there's nothing more. Like, I'm not gonna watch that film, sit down and watch it over and over and over again, like, and be bemused by it again. No, it's like it's nice for a one-time watch. That's it. And I'm, there's nothing more to talk about because and then his whole twist thing, the M. Night Shyamalan twist ending is funny. I will say, I did like The Happening. I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't even sit through that.
It was fucking funny.
What was the one where that bitch was in the woods in a cult, and then she runs out through the trees and then runs into the wall because she's at a road? Where they think they're in the park.
Oh, The Village!
That was it.
The Village. I didn't like
awful.
that one. Yeah, I did not like that one. That was Adrian Brody. Let's not talk about that character. Oh my God.
I can't stand him in any film.
Oh my goodness.
His nose annoys me.
Well,
you know what I mean.
Anyway.
You knows what I mean.
Okay. I see what you did there for that one. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Like Ari Aster just I'll say M. Night Shyamalan, I do love that he at least is aware and he's like, I can respect the gimmick. I do like that. I think it's funny. And when he's just like, unless
he's not pretentious.
Yeah, he's just like, I know these films are shit, but guess what? They're making me bank, and you know what? I'll do the twist ending and like just flick everybody's bean just for the hell of it. Like, be fun with it. He's just a guy just doing that for like his own enjoyment. And I'm like, all right, I can respect it.
What was his last film? Because I haven't watched any of his since The Village.
I really don't remember. It's that. Is it that weird one where they're out?
They're all weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That goes without saying. Let me be more specific.
The one with the twist.
Yeah. Let me be even more specific. No, I don't know. I don't keep up with him that much, but yeah, it's just funny also watching people who take him so seriously and are just like, oh my God, you never saw the ending coming. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
You did.
That's his thing. Like, we're expecting a twist ending. Like, that's why you go watch the film.
Do you think he'll make a film where everyone's expecting the twist, and the twist is that
there's no twist? Oh God, I hope not. I would hate that. Then I'd hate him.
Oh, the last one was Knock at the Cabin.
Oh, that's it. Because I was like, I think it's a cabin setting, and it's the one where they're trying to like have to sacrifice the child or something. So like,
street.
Yeah, right. Coming from cults and shit, but yeah, that was the one, and I didn't even bother. I was like, no, I just can't. What's the ex-WWE wrestler that's in it?
Dave Bautista.
Yeah. No, I do love WWE. It's hilarious.
Hilariously bad.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
Are you
but
joking?
Now if The Undertaker's gone, I can't watch it anymore.
What do you think? Bruce Willis was in The Sixth Sense, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
But luckily for him, he can't remember that he's in it now.
Oh my God. Working on band number 3.
You don't get banned for saying Bruce Willis has got dementia.
Well,
I do like Bruce. He's a good actor.
Don't get banned, maybe canceled, but it's a whole other thing. That's
there.
only if you have
already there.
That's only if you have a conscience.
Luckily.
Yeah.
We haven't. Anyway, So yeah, the link for Layla's channel is in the description. Do go over and watch her vinyl collection. Don't watch the ones where she's gone to the shop and then she's bought back stuff from the shop. It's
very capitalist forward. So yes,
it is.
Sorry about it.
Just watch the horror ones.
Yeah, I'd say just watch the horror ones. Don't bother with the rest.
And to Layla's viewers who've come over, welcome. And
Hi, everybody.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Here's the apology my audience has been waiting for that I'll never give them.
They'll never come back to this channel again. They'll go back to yours.
Maybe. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, Layla.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video or thought it's slightly less shit than the others, you can always buy us a cuppa on Ko-fi. The link is in the description below, and thank you in advance if you do.